Over the weekend, Disney and Lucasfilm had to face the harsh reality that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is a complete box office disaster. People are now estimating that this movie ends up losing somewhere between $200 and $250 million, with a pathetic $60 million opening weekend, well off the previous entry, which was all the way back in 2008 with Kingdom and the Crystal Skull. But just to add salt to the wound, what they're now dealing with from the 4th of July box office numbers might be more embarrassing than even the opening weekend, because a movie that Disney decided was just too controversial for them to distribute. They didn't want to put a faith-based movie out there about someone dealing with the horrors of human trafficking. Disney didn't want to distribute this movie, so somebody else did instead. That movie has now topped Indiana Jones at the box office. Sound of Freedom, which I'm sure a lot of people haven't even heard of that movie in the audience, because again, it's a smaller movie. It features Jim Caviezel, the guy who plays Jesus Christ in Passion of the Christ, who's a very Christian, very conservative actor. And again, it's a movie that is very much about combating human trafficking and the horrors that have to do with that. That movie for 4th of July box office just pulled down $14.2 million, where Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is sitting at $11.7 million. Now, there's a lot of caveats to go here, including the fact that this was the opening day for Sound of Freedom, including the fact that they had some Monday previews that go into this Tuesday number, including the fact that there were some charitable donations for people to go see future movies. All of that we're going to talk about, we're going to include. But nonetheless, this is a movie that has a budget of $14.5 million. And it has nearly grossed that on its opening day. This is a movie that 20th Century Fox had originally agreed to distribute, that Disney didn't want to. Disney shelved it, and Angel Studios had to go out there and fight for the right to put this out. And now this movie is easily going to be profitable and make more money than Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. And for a movie like this, in far fewer theaters, to outgross Indiana Jones, a $300 million budget on 4th of July holiday, that is embarrassing for Disney. Check out this post from Luis Fernando. Update, 2-year-old Angel Studios is still a baby at the US box office, but it's about to post another big win after The Chosen, as their film Sound of Freedom, with a $14.5 million budget, grossed a spectacular $14.2 million on July 4th, Tuesday opening weekend, including Monday previews. 25 to 35 million 6-day opening the cards. Again, very unusual for something to open like it did. It wanted to open July 4th for a reason, and I think that was very, very successful for them. Worth noting, and this is, again, one of the caveats. We got to put this into context. I'm not just going to say this without making sure everyone knows that this is the reality. Worth noting, of the $14.2 million it grossed with its opening day, $2.7 million are from Angel Studios' Paying It Forward program. So basically, if you want to pay for someone else to go to a movie, you can also do that. Now, those tickets were not utilized today. They're going to be utilized in the future, but you do have to put that out there. Without that, it would be almost neck and neck with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But still, this is pathetic. This is a pathetic failure for Disney Lucasfilm, and obviously a massive success for Sound of Freedom. I'm going to try to see this hopefully tomorrow if I can. But to get knocked out of the top spot like that on 4th of July for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the entire reason they put this opening, like they did the opening this week, was to take advantage of the 4th of July holiday. And they can't even come out on top on that holiday. The news just continues to get worse and more embarrassing for Disney when it comes to this movie. We'll see what kind of legs it has over the weekend. Again, I've been saying I don't think it's going to be the disastrous tracking that we saw with The Flash. I think it'll probably have a little bit better hold than that. But still, there's nothing that's going to be able to make this film profitable at this point. The real question is, how many hundreds of millions of dollars does it lose? All while being embarrassed by something like Sound of Freedom. A massive win for Angel Studios, for Jim Caviezel, for everybody that was promoting this movie. And from what I hear, it's actually pretty damn good too. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.